Hi. Though I have a few written journals, I think I'll just talk to you this way right now. I've been pondering changes going on inside. Right now inside it feels almost like there's not a factory, but like a little cosmic generator or something. It's hard to describe, but there's a kind of a vibrating hum, and it's very, very fast. It's not like you can sense the sine waves of it. um, and it's just humming. Sometimes even my teeth seem to vibrate a little, to have almost an electrical taste in your mouth or something. It's interesting. Now, I have crystals all around me, and I have a very affectionate relationship with them. I don't use them for anything except to love. They're so beautiful, and it's just that simple. Uh, and the mind sometimes enters in and says, well, they're very useful, and people connect with them and in all kinds of different ways and use them and so on and so on. And it's like, I don't care about that. Love is enough. And when it's time for it to be something else, when it's time for the relationship to change or morph, it just will. And so the mind isn't the best spot from which to observe life and the earth, in my view. Because, see, these changes that are going on inside of me, I'm nothing different than anyone else. And so all of us are changing. The question is, how much are we cooperating or resisting the process? And, there's resistance in all of us. It's not that some of us are better than others of us, Once we all drop into heart, we will get out of that way of thinking. That's a way of thinking that just isn't loving enough, in my view. Everyone gets to build their own cosmos, their own world, their own way. And this is just my way. There's a really interesting thing about crystals. I was just listening to someone explaining how Hewlett-Packard, they don't create crystals, but they have a process where they take the raw materials and, in a very intense way, sort of liquefy or melt them down, and then enable them to reform and restructure as they would, let's say, in the heat and the intensity of earthquake and volcano, where these things form. And when they do that, the little scraps of crystal, and I guess silicon dioxide, that they put in there, the crystal they create is perfect. And I suppose this is the crystal stock that goes into the chips in all of our computers. Something has been passed down to us about how no, puppy, no. All these songbirds, it really tempts the birds of prey. And I just had a hawk fly through and try to catch one. I don't mind so much, but I know I wouldn't like listening to the cries of the little bird that got caught. But anyway, all right. So there are crystals in all these computers. You don't have a computer or a watch, a cell phone. There's a lot of our technology that uses crystals. And my friends, we commune with that. We are that. That is life. We are life. And life covers a wide frequency range. There's a whole band of frequencies, and it has a different look on the different levels. Just like if you take a crystal or a prism and run the sunlight through it, it separates out, and you can see the difference in the look of what's in there, and yet it's all one. So there's the separate and the one at the same time, and they're contained together. Now, the mind isn't the best place for these kind of things. It's really better in heart. There's a mind in your heart. There's a mind in your gut. Okay, the brain isn't who and what you are anyway. Otherwise, you couldn't do out-of-body travel. The near-death experience wouldn't be, I mean, you don't need the brain in order to be. It's not you. Okay, pardon the little, that's just one of the songs I sing because I myself was so deeply identified with the mind, you know, and as long as you think you are that, you're trapped, and only you don't realize that you're self-trapped. You're the one doing the trapping. So I'm just planting seeds here, and knowing that one day when everything is right, they will sprout where they need to. And just little things that I am hopeful will help people to awaken. All right, so we have these crystals. In all of this technology, we have these crystals. And it comes to me, we can commune with them. I mean, I have something I don't understand yet, consciously. I am the crystal. Now, we're one with everything, and I know that. But the way we know that first is philosophically. The way a lot of us come into it is when we discover quantum physics, and we learn about quantum entanglement, and we learn about things like the observation problem. I mean, there's literally no such thing as objectivity. We just thought there was, because the observer affects the outcome of that which is observed, of the experiment. And so these are doors that we can go into and eventually come deeper and awaken in the kingdom of heart, where we're more in touch with the inner nature of things instead of looking at them superficially like the 3D mind does. And why the mind is trapped on the surface of life like that, I don't know. And what it presents to us in conjunction with the senses, i.e. the world that we see outside, well, we know that isn't real, my friends, because we know atoms are empty space. You get tired of hearing me say it, but all the solid substance in your body fits in a thimble. And there's room in there for all the solid substance of my body, because it only fills it half full. So what we see is an illusion based on what we know in the lab. This isn't New Age gobbledygook. This isn't channeled garbage. This is right out of the science labs. Now, I do admit I get off and out there sometimes, but what I'm saying now is solid. It's more solid than your body, because your body just isn't there, not the way we think it is. But anyway, back to the crystal. It just comes to me that we can commune with that. What I was trying to state, not explain, is that I am the crystal in a way that I don't understand. This is deeper than molecular or biological. This is an identity that is solidly real. And I just find it interesting with no understanding of it, whatever. It makes no earthly sense. Who cares? It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's joyous. Whatever. Anyway, all right, what have I that's useful here to those waking up? I don't know. But I don't hear anything else, so I guess this recording is over. Good day.